Has there been an episode that really inside you've not enjoyed?
Emily gives me a camera and is like, let's go. We are happier when you are happier.
And all I could hear in the water was like...
We are Jonty and Millie, and along with our kids, we look for the amazing wonders of our world, living in Singapore and exploring beyond. Welcome to Wonderlust.
Hello everybody, welcome. We're so glad to be able to spend some time with you, to be able to talk and to be able to share.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years since we have been here in Singapore, and we wanted to take some time to reflect on the past 3 years, to reflect on the channel, to thank you for it, and to share with you some of our favourite moments of the last 3 years too.
Yeah, we've done a lot in the past 3 years, and one of the most frequent comments we get from you guys, especially locals, is that you've not been to half of the places that we've been to in the 3 years we've been here. And I guess our YouTube channel has kind of forced us to go out and find these places, because we decided to commit to a video every week 3 years ago, and here we are now with like a really lovely Wonderlust community. We love interacting with you all. We've met some people and they've become close friends, which has been great. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy journey, I guess, to get us to this point.
Right, so like when we first started the channel, we decided that we were gonna commit to a once a week video. And we weren't sure what to call it actually. It was just before we released the video actually, we decided to redo it with the Wonderlust intro. Well, it wasn't even an intro, it was just a word. And the idea was that we knew that moving house and moving across the world could have come with its challenges. And so we knew that if we had one video a week that we had to make that had the theme of being able to look for the wonder in the world, that we would have a better time doing it essentially. And to our surprise, obviously it wasn't our plan, but 3 weeks in to making these weekly videos, our job that was meant to be here in Singapore actually fell through because of COVID. And so the whole thing kind of went to pot, but we still decided to commit to making these videos. And I'm glad we did, because it meant that many of you joined us along the way, like Millie said, but also we've been able to share so much of what's here in Singapore and beyond with you, and we've loved it.
We have, yeah. And now whenever I get a comment from someone saying they've gone back and watched our past videos, I'm like, please don't. They look so cringy, but it also shows like how far we've come in terms of like doing this. And those videos are still really relevant if you want to find out about our backstory.
And the places in Singapore.
Yeah,
you might just have to see some videos of us with masks
on.
lots
of videos with masks. So COVID was a pretty crazy time here, and we're kind of through all of that now, which has been great. So we've been able to explore freely, which has been really lovely.
Yeah, so throughout this video we're going to be sharing some reflections and some things that you might not have seen through our videos as well. And so we hope that you stick along with us and do comment, please subscribe, and share with us your thoughts on what we're sharing today too. Okay? So the first thing I thought we would do is share highs and lows of the last 3 years.
I think there's been way more highs than there has been lows. Definitely. I think relocating was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah?
Actually.
Why is that?
It could be because we came here on holiday, so I knew the place. The thought of relocating somewhere that I've never been before, the idea kind of scares me a bit, and we hear from lots of you that have done that you've never been to Singapore, you got a job here and decided to move and take that plunge. But we'd been here loads on holiday, so I guess I'd already fallen in love with the country and knew that we wanted to be here, so I guess that was easier. Leaving friends and family was really tough, and it's always going to be tough, but we've been able to have them come and visit.
Yeah,
which has been really, really nice.
My biggest high, there's been, like Millie said, there's been a few. So landing here was huge. Having lost a job, got a job, lost another job, got a job. I think to be able to actually land here was amazing. Even though we landed in the midst of the pandemic, we were forced into a hotel room, a beautiful suite at the Mandarin Oriental, so we shouldn't really complain. And we had 2 weeks of being forced to do nothing. That was a really big high actually, because the stress of coming into here and what it was like clearing the house and everything in the UK, to be able to arrive and just have 2 weeks where we were forced into family time, forced into just stopping for a bit was really, really good. That was definitely a high, was just landing here. Other highs along the way, honestly, have been moments at work that I've really, really enjoyed that I won't get too much into now, but work can be incredibly rewarding. One of the highs for me is finding a great church community here. Another high, along with YouTube, has been the 1,000, the 5,000, and very hopefully soon the 10,000 subscriber marks. And then having my book published was pretty amazing. So lots of different highs along the way. Highs of exploring more of this beautiful country and going on holidays abroad have been great too. The biggest low is probably losing my grandpa about a year ago now. That was a really, really tricky time. But that's, you know, in a weird way, death is part of life. So it's kind of learning how to deal with that and get on with life, in celebration of his memory of his life, rather than in the mourning and the loss. So that was definitely a low.
Yeah, us living here meant that we got to spend a lot of time.
Definitely.
Before that time, which was really lovely, and him to spend time with his great grandchildren.
Yeah, him
really
and Milo
special.
had a really special relationship
to play chess
too. So.
And,
Yeah, those are my highs and lows.
You sound like way more thought about than mine. You put me on the spot.
I didn't put her on the spot. She knew about these. So I'm going to ask you what your favourite episode was to film.
Okay.
And I'm going to think of the same to actually film, and then we can share. Maybe I should think of what yours was as well. So what's mine and what's yours? Okay, I'm going to have a quick think.
Thinking back through all the 100 and something episodes.
170.
So there's definitely lots to do in Singapore.
174, 170. I think this is our 175th episode, but we've done loads of other videos in between as well that weren't official episodes. So like we did Coffee Scene, we did Local Immigrant, we did Wonderlustings, we've done various little midweek things.
Okay.
And all the shorts. I think this is in Singapore, not abroad, right? Oh, did you think it went abroad? Do you need your phone to scroll through all of our episodes?
Maybe.
Okay, so you know which one's mine?
Yes.
Okay, go on then. Which one do you think was my favourite episode to film?
In Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay. The Round Island.
Oh.
Round Island that we did.
I forgot about that one. No, it was not. My favourite episode was actually...
Can't change your mind now.
I'm not. My favourite episode was actually Muddy Singapore.
Oh,
because I think it was one of the first times I'd used the drone, and we'd gone off the beaten track into Clementi, and we'd hiked through, and it was really muddy. We had a laugh that day.
We look like borrowers. If you've ever seen that movie, they're like teeny tiny people.
Okay, so that was my favourite one to film, I think.
Okay.
Because it was really cool. I just remember, like, we found someone's shoe. Someone had lost their a few shoes that people had left behind in the mud, and the kids were having a great day, and we managed to drone some really fun stuff, and I just remember enjoying that day. Like, in terms of the filming, it was like one of the first times I remember thinking, oh, I'm really enjoying filming our days, and yeah, it was great.
Okay.
So yeah, but the Round Island was fun. Your favourite one to film was the sidecar.
Yes.
Was it? Yes.
I love that so much. It was a gift for our birthdays. Are really close together, like the same week. And our friends went together and got us the sidecar ride. And it has been one of my favourite things in Singapore. Like, just thinking about it makes me smile. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Being in the sidecar was fun, and seeing loads of different bits of Singapore from a different vantage point was really cool.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I enjoyed that.
Okay, good. So we figured out each other's favourites to film. What was your best experience in Singapore so far?
Aside from the sidecar ride.
Aside from the sidecar ride.
Obviously.
This is really hard because there's so many amazing things to do in Singapore. From kayaking and paddle boarding in terms of things on the water, boat trips across different islands.
Yeah.
Recently we did the speedboat tour
Can I have,
of
like,
a load
top
of
5?
islands. Yeah, you could do some top 5. Have a think. I'm going to tell everyone all the other wonderful things we've done. We've done bouldering around the place,
them.
indoors, or the moors. We've stayed at a few different places around the island, particularly when COVID was a thing and people enjoyed staying on island. We have cycled round the whole island. We've explored different neighbourhoods. There's just been all sorts of stuff. So
We've done some workshops.
Workshops,
which has been really fun as well. Like we did a clay workshop, we did a denim painting workshop. Aspen and I did a clay earring making workshop. So trying out different crafts and hobbies has been really fun as well.
Okay.
But
Go on then.
I really enjoyed the sea kayaking
Oh, okay.
and the fishing. I've always wanted to try fishing, like fishing, proper fishing. We did pier fishing.
Yeah.
You catch little ones, and then we went out on a sea kayak and caught bigger fish, and then got to bring them home and tried to cook them, and then we ate them. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. What about you?
Cycling around the island is pretty big. Because it was so varied, there was so much to see, so much to do, and the kids, when we did that cycle, Aspen had only learned how to ride a bike for 6 weeks at that point, and so it was a big risk on our part. We'd actually already planned on having evacuation plans, and just coming home early plans, but we made it all the way around, and the kids had the best time, so I think that was a huge win for me. The zip wire down at Sentosa was awesome too. Aspen was not happy about that, and then she was on it and just like and loved it, so that was good. So yeah, those are probably some of my favourite experiences on island. But I have loved just popping into the neighbourhoods, into the heartlands, and just seeing and learning about local culture, seeing how things work, how people are, trying heaps of different food. Yeah, that's been good.
Of course, all the food. Yeah.
Okay, so what about your favourite experience abroad in terms of the videos that we've made? Don't say Bali.
Because you weren't there.
Millie has allergies, and she's sniffing like crazy. You might have noticed on a video a couple of weeks ago, it looked like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was on video with us. But she looks lovely.
I did, even though it was absolutely freezing, I enjoyed experiencing Korea.
Okay.
And that was really special because our friends were getting married as well. But I think that was just like... I love going snorkeling recently because it's just so different to anything I've experienced before. And I think that kind of cold was so different to anything I've experienced. It's cold in the UK, but this was... My bones are freezing kind of cold. So I did enjoy experiencing weather like that. That was great to be able to go there. And I was thinking the other day, the fact that we can go on holiday more now is, we don't take it for granted at all that it's something we're able to do. And, we're parents, so seeing the kids enjoying these things, Aspen's little face smiling through a snorkel, and you two saw Nemo, and all I could hear in the water was like, it was really funny. And they were just so excited.
The Nemo.
The Nemo, actually. Did you get his autograph?
No, he couldn't write because it was Gammy Finn.
That's been amazing. Being able to see the wildlife in other countries has been great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine was Cambodia.
Yeah.
The floating villages of Cambodia. The experience of the actual way of life was pretty special, but also being able to meet some of the people. Yeah. Just see them smile. There's something different behind that smile. That was pretty special.
Yeah, that was amazing. And they were hit pretty hard with tourism, so it was here now.
Yeah, they were hit really hard. They weren't hit with tourism, though.
What?
Here's tourism.
Yeah, and it was great to kind of hear now. We've kept in touch with our guide, Samuth, who is amazing if you're looking for a guide in Cambodia. And we've heard how tourism is picking back up now after COVID, which has been great because that's a lot of people's livelihoods over there. Yeah. So that was really special to meet him and spend some time with his family as well. Yeah, Cambodia was incredible. Those temples are just out of this world. I've got a question for you.
Okay, go on then. Has
there been an episode that really inside you've not enjoyed?
Oh.
You've shown that you have enjoyed it? Sometimes on a Saturday, Jonty just wants to stay in bed, and I'm like, let's go out.
Yeah, because I work Monday to Friday, and some of the seasons can be quite full on. When we get to Saturday, I just kind of stay at home.
That'd be a vegetable.
Emily gives me a camera and is like, let's go.
I don't talk like that?
That's exactly what she says. What ones have I really not enjoyed and I've had to pretend that I've enjoyed them on camera? None of them actually, because like here's the thing, I enjoy my life and I choose to enjoy my life sometimes. I think the one that I struggle, I choose because sometimes I don't have to choose. Sometimes it's just already there. So the one that I struggled to keep a smiley face on, and there's only been one, was a day we took. Oh, I just thought of a new favourite episode. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Was the day we took Millie's mum and sister to Sentosa. Sentosa had promised these amazing things, and we'd had a really disappointing day. To Sentosa's credit, they watched the video and got in touch with us and sent us back to experience the stuff we'd missed out on. And actually, that was a really nice day.
Yeah.
But I think the level of expectation I had of Sentosa, which is a happy place, you know, it's the state of fun, and what I wanted my mother-in-law and sister-in-law to experience, they kind of didn't collide. They missed, and that was a bit of a shame. So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. Yeah. But other than that, every episode has just been like wow, and that's been pretty cool.
Nice.
Emily,
Jonathan,
for the future, what's next for Wonderlust?
What's next for Wonderlust? Well,
I asked Millie because sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I asked Millie because actually, even though I do more of the talking on the channel, it's only because Millie can't hold her gimbal up long enough to be able to talk to you guys.
Heavy.
No, it's Wonderlust is a family venture, but a Millie project.
Yeah.
Would that be fair to say?
I think so.
Yeah. So what's next for Wonderlust and the Wonder brand?
The Wonder brand. Yeah, we would love to hit 10,000 subs, and we're not like numbers. Mentioned it before, but it just means we can reach more people, which is great.
Also, there's an element of sustainability.
Yes.
We've got kids who eat
grow.
more and more and grow more and more and break stuff that we have to replace. And so, there is a sense of sustainability to be able to continue doing what we do on this channel. This isn't a threat, we're not planning on stopping, but to continue what we do on this channel, it needs to be viable for us financially too.
So quick backstory. Before we moved to Singapore, I was going to continue to get my teaching qualification. I'd taken a break from studying to have Milo and then Aspen, so that kind of went behind for a while. I love working in a school, I love working with kids, and then we set up this channel, and recently it's been getting more and more, so John and I had a conversation about it, and we just decided to kind of turn it into more of a viable career option for me, which is great. I still love working in a school, but I found a new love with editing videos, so I think hitting that 10,000 would be a good kind of keep going, yes. And we do love it anyway, so we do want to keep going, but like Jonty said, we do earn money from this, which is brilliant, so we want to keep going with that to enable us to keep doing more and more opportunities and showing more of Singapore that we love.
Tell us about Wonder Moments.
So Wonder Moments is a business venture that I'm going to be launching sort of August time. We've loved having family videos, even before vlogs. Jonty would edit our holiday videos together into like a bit of a montage, and sometimes we'll just sit and we'll have family video night, and the kids will just pick an age they want to see, usually themselves.
Yeah.
Pick an age they want to see themselves, see a family holiday, and we'll just sit and watch a few videos, and it's really, really lovely. So I've been doing a few videos for families, filming things like birthday parties, leaving parties, and just a day out. You know, your family's visiting Singapore for the first time and you want to capture that moment. And for me, there was a video last week that I filmed this birthday party. There's this little girl, everyone's singing happy birthday to her, and she looks super confused, and then suddenly everyone cheers and she just breaks into smiling and clapping, looking at her parents, and it's just a beautiful moment. And in a photo you don't get that, and I think for us living overseas, like I know my mum and your family, they really enjoy watching our videos because they can see the kids grow, they can see their smiles. We can send photos, but when you actually see, I guess, the wonder in their faces lighting up at the things they're experiencing, it's just completely different. So I want to bring that to people as well, because videography can be sometimes linked to like weddings and all of these events, but what about the day-to-day things? You got a birthday party, you want to capture everything in that moment, and that's what I'm hoping to bring. So that's going to be
Wonder Moments.
Yes, that's what Wonder Moments is all going to be about.
So we're very excited about the future, and with this channel there's going to be much more. People think we're going to soon run out of things to do and see here in Singapore, but the list keeps growing the more we do, which is a bit weird, to be honest. We're also going to be travelling. You would have noticed the last few weeks. A few weeks ago, we're in Borneo. We're leaving to go to Australia in a couple of days' time, and we want to show all of that with you. The whole idea of Wonderlust isn't finding the wonder in Singapore. It's about finding the wonder in our world. We just are in Singapore most of the time. So please do join us on all those trips. Do watch those videos. Do enjoy them with us. We love sharing these times with you.
Do. We've also got some merchandise.
Oh yeah, merchandise. By the time this video comes out, you've got about a week left before beanies and t-shirts will be on thewonderlustway.com, and please do check them out. Please buy them, enjoy them, let us know what you think.
Yeah, so lots of things to come, and hopefully you can see that we've improved over time. We've kind of been upgrading our gear a little bit, so hopefully that's bringing a better experience to you. I'm always looking at different ways. Someone spotted one of the transitions we put in, so we just want to keep getting better. So let us know what you think we can do better. You know, we're open to comments and things that we can improve on, which is great.
Someone the other day talked about how our sound levels, after we talked, the music would come in, the music would be too loud. And we really appreciated that. Someone else got on the back of that and said, yeah, I find the same. So we thought, okay, great. And we've been able to fix that for you. So
if there's something that's bugging you, just let us know. We're not, say it in a nice way, you know.
Yeah, be kind.
Be kind, but do let us know if there's something in the videos you think, actually, you know, this could be happening, because we are making them for your enjoyment. And, well, our enjoyment as well, but, you know, we want you to get the best out of the video. So yeah, do always let us know.
We are happier when you are happier. It's true.
It's cheesy, but it's true.
Next 3 years, we are staying put, at least. We are. You guys know we've never been secretive about it. We hope to stay in Singapore long term. So we will continue to show you what we got, show you what life is like and what we are getting up to, showing you what the kids are like as they grow up, and their opinions on things like butter.
So there's so much butter in here, and it's tasty, but butter's not good for your heart. I love butter. That's yummy.
So thanks for sticking around. If you're a long-term sub, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if you're new, check out some of the other things we've been doing. But for now, we're going to leave you with a bit of a montage of some of our favourite things. So let us know yours. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Welcome to Wonderlust.